this is Ree here. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate all of you. Om Goye Namaha. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing. It really helps me a lot. Don't forget to check out my website, paradoxastrology.com. Book your consultation today. I can help you with anything. And if you would like more exclusive occult videos that I don't post on YouTube, consider subscribing to my Patreon. It also helps to support this channel. Okay, let's get into this video. Now, this is about the month of August, and we're already here. Crazy, the summer is almost over, but let's get into August 1st. August 1st starts with Venus-Saturn square. So there can be a challenge in relationships, as many might feel isolated from their partner. A feeling of lack of confidence can happen if you base your confidence on external beauty. Some might find a lack of love or support from business partnerships, or friends might seem a bit distant. It is an opportunity to find love within rather than needing external validation. Money could be tight at this time, but don't worry, it doesn't last long. Now, at this time, Venus will be conjunct Jupiter in Ardora, so events of sorrow are possible, an extreme change which causes this kind of feeling. Venus is transforming this month, but only until August 12th, and then comes a renewal. Extreme weather disasters can happen. This can bring some of the worst that we've ever seen, which greatly affect the stock market and cause a lot of financial damage, because now we have two planets in Ardora, and Jupiter rules two signs, and so does Venus. So now we have a lot of things going through this nakshatra, which is all about extreme events. Now for Canada, the weather disasters or extreme events are very possible around August 6th. Extreme events around money, business, any kind of partnership. This is a necessary change that has to happen because it's working to dissolve karma. Let it be, and you'll see a great renewal and have understanding of why this happened starting August 12th. It's wiping out what doesn't need to be there. Now, when Venus meets Jupiter in Ardora, it increases the energy of sorrow and drastic change. It can affect luxury goods as well, but it's happening to put us in a better position in life later on in the month in Punarvasu, which is wealthy again. But something has to be wiped out first before that happens. And it creates the sorrow to show us that our suffering comes from our attachment to the way things were and our fear of change. Now on August 12th, Jupiter goes into Punarvasu and Venus at the same time. So like I said, it's wealthy again. It translates into good again, visible infinity. So see those events and the events that we've been seeing with Jupiter creating massive weather events and all of that, that is going to be a renewal as well. So going from the darkness to the light, when a return of a mission is complete and when a target is met, after the storm, when the sun comes out. Ardora is represented by Rudra, which destroys the illusion of duality by creating stormy events that rip our attachments so that we can see the truth, and it's painful very fast and quick. But now, after April 12th, Jupiter and Venus is all about growth, healing after a hard time, rehabilitation, spiritual enlightenment. This could be hitting a target of material success, especially because Jupiter is conjunct Venus. Jupiter is also religion, finance, publishing. So if you were looking to publish something but you couldn't find the right time, then now would be the time. Foreign trade, this will help in foreign trade filing. Bonds, interest rate, pensions, taxes. It is also about doing things over again. So some may go back to gurus or counselors, restarting something, or restarting maybe your savings, being able to have money again. Now, Venus is also going to be trined, and Jupiter will be trined by Rahu. So this can give unexpected gains from foreign places and in social circles. Love interest in a distant land can increase desire for spiritual knowledge and enlightenment, but also for material possession and luxury goods in relationships. So you have to be careful which one. And relationships can increase obsession with a partner or multiple partners, or being obsessed with having multiple partners. Morality can be obscured here. Many can go in a different direction spiritually and can think their knowledge is superior to others, hitting a target of material success. Now, Mars will be in Virgo all month. So Virgo needs to sit back and analyze the situation before it knows how to proceed. This is the mechanic who works with precision. Everything is measured to the decimal. Mars wants to act right now, but Virgo needs time to think about the entire project, collecting data, making sure that the job is done perfectly. If Mars overtakes it, it can be impulsive, ruining the job. If you make logic with action, then you'll be just fine. You'll be able to finish many tasks that you've been waiting for. Virgo is the challenge, and Mars can help you combat it. Virgo being ruled by Mercury can make someone aggressive in tone and speech and become critical of others, addressing all their faults, as Virgo tends to look for what's wrong in order to fix it, which can make it very demanding, especially with Mars here, or very impatient. This can intensify wars around the world. Health issues, especially with the old, can happen. Accidents that affect health, strikes with health workers, civil servants. This can be due to cuts or actions taken to minimize workers. Mars will be opposing Saturn, and there's a conflict in these areas, but also with immigrants, homeless, those who rely on charity, government services. This can be civil servants displacing these individuals, which is an agenda by the elite. April 8th, Mars will be opposed Saturn, and it will be opposed Saturn the whole time by sign, but this is the exact opposition. So Mars will be in Uttara Phalguni. This is taking action of how the kingdom is run. Leaders are being deceptive and playing mind games. This will affect gains and alliances of the countries, vice presidents of countries, the aims and goals, the department of the government, and treasuries. This will be the 10th and the 4th house of the US chart, which is the leaders in the homeland. So there's problems with the leaders in the homeland. Saturn is making a 6-8 aspect on Trump's ascendant, and this Mars will activate it. So this moon coming up at the end of the month, which we will talk about, his health is at risk from enemies. Ketu in Purva Phalguni is going to ruin his reputation even further. Then on August 9th, we have a full moon in Capricorn. Now that's positions of authority, government, entrepreneurs, responsibilities, and achievements. It's in Shravana, which is about listening, getting advice, higher knowledge, spirituality, property, the music industry, recording studios. Many can be traveling at this time, especially short distances. A transformation is happening in relationships. Some are going through a tough time. Some may have to end or change due to mind games or being too clingy. Secrets exposed about partners or business partnerships, and conflicts may involve a battle in the court system. War and conflicts are creating stormy events, health issues as well. Spiritual work can negate this. Many careers and speculative gains can see massive highs and lows. Leaders can be deceptive as they are getting exposed. On August 13th, Mars makes its way into Hasta Nakshatra. So in Hasta, you got to be careful of accidents while using the hands. Many can go to readers, astrologers for advice at this time with what to take action on, taking steps towards their fate, people working with their hands doing repetitive motions. Be careful not to get frustrated, as many tasks will require action and patience to execute every minute detail. So Mercury is going to go from Pusha, Ashlesha, and Magha until the end of the month. But August 21st until August 30th, it will be in Ashlesha. And that you have to be careful of crypto scams, people using your weaknesses against you. Talks about spirituality and Kundalini are good, and seeing counselors for aid for mental issues or spirituality. Then on August 20th, then Venus enters Cancer. And people get lost in love here. Some get very emotional towards their partner and want to express how they truly feel. Venus and Moon are enemies because the mother cannot chase all her desires. She must think of the baby first. And Venus is desire. The Moon is selfless as it takes the energy of others. It's great for creativity, but be careful not to get taken advantage of as you wear your heart on your sleeve, and not to get attached to people that you don't know just because you think you're in love, because love takes a long time. This was first in Purnarvasu, which would help many retrieve what was lost in Ardara, and that can be a relationship or money. Affection towards the mother will heighten, and a desire to be at home. Love now feels safe. On August 17th, Saturn will retrograde back into Uttarabhadra Nakshatra, and there will be a clash with leaders and civil servants. again, or it will be reviewed from last time when it was here, when it started here in April. Then there is a new moon on August 23rd. Now, this one is very explosive as it's in Magha with Ketu in Purva Falguni. Now, hidden matters get exposed. Celebrities and those in power can suddenly make a split in direction towards violence with leaders or an assassination attempt. Some can be fired from high positions or lose their reputation. Celebrities dying. Many celebrities have this in their chart. Many leaders, including Trump, this is exactly on his ascendant. So I'm not saying that he's going to die. I'm just saying that it's not a very good transit for him, that there's going to be a lot of upheaval. And I'm going to have separate videos for everything and break everything down coming up. A spiritual awakening is very possible with the blessings of the ancestors or your past life karma. Some can inherit the throne or money or family business. A conflict with people versus the leaders over shared resources, the homeless and immigrants. And this will affect Russia, war, alliances, groups, and Trump. This will conjunct Israel's Mars in the 11th house, which is the 8th house lord of losses through war and natural disasters. And Saturn is making a 6-8 aspect onto its natal Mars, while transiting Mars is in its first house. Mars is also its third house of neighboring countries, so war with neighboring countries, very possible. And it will also conjunct Palestine's ascendant, so I think Israel and Palestine will be going at it again. And then on August 25th, Venus will trine Saturn, so hard work is happening, but this can also help you gain financially. Discipline, dedication are needed in relationships at this time. And then there is a conflict with China that can happen with foreign nations as Mars will conjunct its Ketu and Mercury. This can also be in the matters of war around August 30th. But first, the Sun is giving the leaders power in war and partnerships around mid-August. And then at the end of the month, also around August 29th, Mars will conjunct the US Saturn in the 10th house and is showing a conflict which will affect the reputation of the country and its leaders, and it can affect the stock market greatly. So that's just a little bit about what I see coming up this month. I thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all of you, and I'll see you in the next one.